My precious child, I need you to pause right now and open your heart to what I am about to speak over your life. Let these words settle deep into the soil of your spirit, into the hidden places where you have been carrying burdens you never named out loud. You have been walking through something that few people could truly understand, carrying a weight that has tested the very foundations of your faith. I have watched you navigate the lonely hours when everyone else was asleep, when you wrestled with questions that had no easy answers, when you wondered if your prayers were even making it past the ceiling. I saw you in those moments when you felt invisible, when it seemed like everyone around you was moving forward while you remained in the same place, watching opportunities pass by like trains you could not catch. I saw the tears you cried in the shower where no one could hear. I saw the brave face you wore to work, to family gatherings, to church, while inside you were barely holding the pieces together. I saw you delete the message before you sent it, hold back the words you wanted to say, swallow the hope that felt too dangerous to speak out loud. I saw you question whether this season would ever end, whether the promise I gave you years ago was still valid, whether you had somehow missed your moment or disqualified yourself through your imperfections. Let me tell you something that will change everything if you receive it. This is not just another encouraging word. This is not me patting you on the head and telling you to hang in there a little longer. This is a divine interruption. This is the sound of heaven's gate swinging open over your life. This is the moment when what I have been preparing in secret is about to be revealed in the open. Everything is about to shift, and I mean everything. The atmosphere around your life, the resistance you have been feeling, the closed doors, the delayed answers, the confusion that has clouded your vision. All of it is about to change because the season has turned and you are standing at the threshold of the new beginning I have been orchestrating all along. If you feel this resonating in your spirit, I want you to do something. Type Amen in the comments so I know you are receiving this word. Let your agreement rise up. Let your faith connect with what I am releasing right now. There has been a shift in the spiritual realm that you may not have seen with your natural eyes, but I want you to feel it in your spirit. The warfare that has been so intense, the opposition that seemed to come from every direction, the setbacks that made no logical sense. These were not signs that you were off track. They were signs that you were getting close. The enemy does not waste ammunition on people who are not a threat to his kingdom. He does not fight battles over lives that do not carry kingdom purpose. The intensity of what you have faced is directly proportional to the magnitude of what I am about to release through you. But here is what I need you to understand with absolute clarity. This new beginning is not waiting for you to feel ready. It is not waiting for you to have all your questions answered or all your doubts resolved. It is not waiting for you to feel strong enough, worthy enough, qualified enough. It has already begun. The moment you have been praying for, fasting for, believing for, is not in some distant future. It is now, not next month, not next year, not when circumstances look better. Now, the doors are opening now. The favor is being released now. The connections are being made now. The resources are moving now. I am releasing you from the cycle of delay that has held you longer than it should have. I am breaking the inner resistance that kept you second-guessing every step, that made you retreat when I called you forward, that convinced you to play it safe when I was calling you to take the risk. I am healing the disappointments that taught you not to hope too high, not to believe too boldly, not to expect too much. Those were survival mechanisms that helped you get through the hard seasons, but they will sabotage you in this new season if you carry them forward. You cannot enter into abundance with a poverty mindset. You cannot walk into freedom with prison habits. You cannot step into your destiny while holding on to the identity of your delay. Listen carefully because this is important. You do not need to have it all figured out before you move. You do not need to see the entire staircase before you take the first step. You do not need to understand how I am going to make it happen before you say yes to what I am asking. Faith is not the absence of questions. Faith is the decision to move forward even when the questions remain. It is trusting that I am good even when the path is unclear. It is believing that my promises are true even when your circumstances are screaming the opposite. Share this message with someone who needs to hear it today. You might be the vessel I am using to speak life into a weary soul. This new beginning I am bringing you into is not built on your performance. It is not contingent on you getting everything right. It is not based on your ability to maintain a certain level of spiritual perfection. It is built on my faithfulness, my covenant, my unshakable word. You have been trying to earn what I freely give. You have been trying to prove yourself worthy of what I have already declared over you. You have been striving for what I want to gift. Stop trying to manufacture what I want to breathe. Stop forcing what I want to flow. Stop pushing doors that I want to open with my own hands so that everyone knows it was me and not your effort. Here is what is about to happen, and I want you to receive this as prophetic truth, spoken directly over your life. You are going to see divine connections that you did not network for. People are going to seek you out, not the other way around. Opportunities are going to present themselves that you did not apply for. Doors are going to open that you did not knock on. Provision is going to show up that you did not strategize for. And when it happens, when you find yourself in rooms you did not campaign to enter, holding influence you did not climb to obtain, stewarding resources you did not manipulate to receive, you will know beyond any doubt that this was my doing. The favor that is coming on your life is going to confuse people who have been watching you struggle. They are going to ask what you did differently. They are going to look for the formula, the secret, the strategy, and you are going to tell them the truth. You stopped striving and started surrendering. You stopped performing and started positioning. You stopped trying to make it happen and started letting me be God. That is the testimony that will set others free. Not a testimony of your strength, but a testimony of my faithfulness. Not a story of how you figured it out, but a story of how you trusted me when nothing made sense. But I need to address something that might be holding you back right now. There is a part of you that is afraid to hope again. You have been disappointed before. You have believed for things that did not come to pass in the way you expected or the timing you wanted. You have watched others receive breakthroughs while you remained in your season of waiting. And somewhere along the way, you made an unconscious agreement that it is safer not to expect too much. It is less painful to keep your hopes modest, your dreams small, your faith measured. You told yourself this was wisdom, discernment, spiritual maturity. But let me be clear, that was not wisdom, that was a wound. That was not discernment. That was disappointment teaching you to protect yourself by limiting your belief. I am asking you to risk hoping again. I am asking you to dare to believe that this time is different. Not because you are different, but because I am faithful and my timing is perfect. I am asking you to let go of the bitterness you dressed up as boundaries, the fear you baptized as caution, the cynicism you called being realistic. Those things have kept you safe, but they have also kept you small. And you were not created for small. You were not formed in my image to live a reduced version of the life I designed for you. If this word is shaking something loose in your spirit, take a moment and press like. Let that be your act of agreement. Let that be your yes rising up to meet my invitation. Let me speak directly to the specific things you need to release, because you cannot carry them into this new place. Let go of the belief that you have to understand everything before you can trust me. Let go of the need to control outcomes because you are afraid of being hurt again. Let go of the comparison that makes you measure your journey against someone else's timeline. Let go of the shame that whispers you are too flawed to be used by me. Let go of the fear that the good things in your life are temporary and will eventually be taken away. Let go of the narrative that says suffering is more spiritual than joy, that struggle is more authentic than breakthrough, that staying stuck is somehow more humble than stepping forward. These beliefs have been chains disguised as character. They have kept you bound while making you think you were being faithful. But faithfulness is not staying in a place I have released you from. Faithfulness is following me into the new territory I am opening up, and that territory requires a different version of you. Not a perfect version, not a version that has all the answers, but a version that is willing to be led, willing to be stretched, willing to trust me with outcomes you cannot control and futures you cannot predict. You are not who you were 3 years ago. You are not even who you were 3 months ago. The fire you walked through was not meant to destroy you. It was meant to refine you. The wilderness you wandered was not punishment. It was preparation. The delays you endured were not denials. They were divine timing, making sure everything was aligned for such a time as this. You are standing in this moment with wisdom you could not have downloaded. You are carrying an authority you could not have manufactured. You are moving with a confidence that only comes from having survived what should have broken you and discovering that I was faithful in the furnace. I formed you in the hidden place, not the spotlight. I built you in obscurity, not on a stage. I trained you in the wilderness, not in a classroom. Why? Because the assignment I have for you requires someone who knows my voice in the dark, someone who trusts me when nothing makes sense, someone who has learned that my presence is more valuable than my presence, that my approval matters more than applause, that my timing is better than early arrival. You could not have learned these things in comfort. You could not have developed this depth in ease. The hard road was the necessary road because it made you into the person who can carry what I am about to give you. And what I am about to give you is not just for you. This is kingdom business. This is generational impact. This is about the people who will be set free because you said yes when it was terrifying. This is about the doors that will open for others because you walked through the door I opened for you. This is about the legacy you will leave, the lives you will touch, the darkness you will push back, simply by showing up as who I created you to be. Your healing is not just personal therapy. It is corporate deliverance. When you break free, you break a pattern. When you rise, you create a path. When you shine, you give others permission to stop hiding. So do not minimize this moment. Do not treat this lightly. Do not hesitate when you feel me nudging you forward. Do not talk yourself out of what your spirit is confirming. Do not let fear have the last word when I am speaking a clear directive. This is not the time to play it safe. This is not the season to stay in your comfort zone. This is not the moment to wait for a better moment. This is it. This is the now moment. This is the day of salvation, of breakthrough, of release. And I am asking you to step into it with everything you have right now. As you are reading these words, things are already moving in the spiritual realm. Conversations are happening that involve your name. Assignments are being handed out that have your fingerprints on them. Opportunities are being prepared that are custom designed for your gifting. Resources are being released that are marked for your stewardship. You cannot see it yet with your natural eyes, but it is happening. Angels are at work. The Holy Spirit is orchestrating. I am moving pieces into place, and very soon, what has been invisible will become visible. What has been promised will become manifested. What you have believed for will become what you are walking in. But let me be very clear about something. Not everything from your past can come with you into this new season. There are relationships that served a purpose, but have reached their expiration date. There are habits that helped you survive, but will hinder you from thriving. There are mindsets that protected you in the wilderness, but will limit you in the promised land. I am asking you to let them go, not with bitterness, not with drama, but with gratitude for what they were, and courage to release them so your hands are free to receive what I am bringing. Some of you are holding on to things I already released you from because you are afraid of the empty space. You are afraid that if you let go, there will be nothing to replace it. But I need you to trust me. I do not operate in lack. I do not leave vacuums when I ask you to release something. It is because I have something better already prepared. When I ask you to step out of something, it is because I am about to open something that requires both your hands and your full attention. Let go so you can receive release, so you can be refilled. Close the old chapter with peace, so the new chapter can begin with power. Type I receive it if you are ready to step into what God has for you. Let me see your faith rising. I know some of you are thinking, but God, you do not understand my situation. You do not know how complicated things are. You do not see the obstacles I am facing, and you are right. I do not see them the way you see them. You see obstacles. I see opportunities for me to show my power. You see impossibilities. I see platforms for miracles. You see barriers. I see setups for breakthrough. Your limitation is not my limitation. Your stuck is not my stuck. What looks like a dead end to you is just a detour to me. What looks like a closed door to you is me protecting you from what was not yours and redirecting you to what is. Stop looking at what is not moving and start looking at what I am doing. Stop focusing on what has not happened yet and start celebrating what is shifting right now. Stop rehearsing your problems and start declaring my promises. The more you speak defeat, the more you empower the very thing you are trying to overcome. But when you speak life, when you declare truth, when you prophesy over your own situation, you are partnering with heaven to bring about the breakthrough you are believing for. Let me give you some language. Speak this over yourself. I am not stuck. I am being positioned. I am not forgotten. I am being prepared. I am not disqualified. I am being refined. I am not late. I am right on time. The delay was not denial. It was divine alignment. What I am stepping into is worth everything I walked through. My test is becoming my testimony. My pain is becoming my platform. My mess is becoming my message. And I will not waste what I have been through, because God wastes nothing. Do you feel that shift? That is your spirit coming into agreement with the word of the Lord over your life. That is faith rising. That is hope reigniting. That is the sound of chains breaking and prison doors opening. You are being released right now. Not because you have arrived, not because you have it all together, but because I have already declared this is your time, and when I speak it is so. Here is what I see happening in the next season of your life. You are going to have clarity you have not had in years. Decisions that felt impossible are going to become obvious. Confusion is going to lift. You are going to know what is yours and what is not, what to pursue and what to let go, who to invest in and who to release. You are going to move with confidence because you are hearing my voice clearly again. The static is clearing. The fog is lifting. You are going to know that you know that you know. You are going to experience supernatural provision, not just barely enough, not just scraping by, but abundance, overflow, more than enough. Resources are going to come from directions you did not anticipate. Debts are going to be canceled. Needs are going to be met before you even ask. You are going to find yourself stewarding more than you have ever had, because I am promoting you into a new level of responsibility and influence. And it is not going to be a burden. It is going to be a joy, because it is the assignment you were created for. You are going to see restoration in relationships you thought were beyond repair. Reconciliation where there was division, healing where there was hurt. Not all of them. I am not putting you back into toxic dynamics, but the ones that are kingdom connections, the ones that are covenant relationships, those are going to be healed and restored and actually become stronger than they were before the rupture. What the enemy meant to destroy is going to become a testimony of my redemptive power. You are going to step into rooms and onto platforms that you did not earn through hustle or manipulation. You are going to be invited because of the anointing I have placed on you. People are going to recognize something on your life that they cannot quite name, but they know they need. You are going to carry an authority that is not about titles or positions. It is about presence. It is about the weight of my glory that rests on someone who has been with me in the secret place. And the most significant thing that is going to happen is this. You are going to discover joy again, real joy. Not the fake smile you have been wearing, not the positive thinking you have been forcing, but deep, abiding, unshakable joy that comes from knowing you are exactly where you are supposed to be, doing exactly what you were created to do in partnership with a God who is absolutely faithful. You are going to laugh again, dream again, hope again, and it is going to feel like coming home to yourself after being lost for a very long time. All of this is already in motion. I am not describing a possibility. I am declaring a reality that is unfolding as I speak. You are not hoping for this. You are stepping into this. It is not maybe. It is absolute. It is not eventually. It is now. The new beginning has already begun. You are living it right now, even if you cannot see all of it yet. Trust the process. Trust my timing. Trust that I am working all things together for your good. Comment new beginnings if you are ready to leave the old behind and walk into everything God has prepared for you. Now let me speak to the lies you have been believing, because they are the main thing standing between you and the fullness of what I have for you. You have been believing that you missed your window, that your best days are behind you, that you are too old or too young or too damaged or too ordinary. You have been believing that God uses everyone else, but He probably will not use you in a significant way. You have been believing that you are just supposed to survive, not thrive. Just get by, not overflow. Just endure, not enjoy. Every single one of those thoughts is a lie from the pit of hell designed to keep you from becoming who I created you to be. You have not missed anything. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not too anything or not enough anything. You are exactly who I need for what I am about to do. Your age is not a disqualification. Your past is not a disqualification. Your weaknesses are not disqualifications. They are the very things I am going to use to display my strength, so that no one can claim the glory that belongs to me alone. Stop partnering with the enemy by rehearsing his lies. Stop meditating on what is wrong with you, and start declaring what is right about my promises. You are chosen, you are called, you are equipped, you are anointed, you are appointed, you are favored, you are loved with an everlasting love. You are mine. And I do not make mistakes. I do not create accidents. I do not produce wasted lives. Every single thing about you, including the things you wish were different, is part of the unique design that makes you able to do what no one else can do in exactly the way you will do it. Receive that. Let it sink in. You are not a random collection of mistakes and missed opportunities. You are a masterpiece in progress. You are a living testimony of my redemptive power. You are evidence that I finish what I start, that I am faithful to complete the good work I began in you, and I am nowhere near done with you yet. The best chapters have not been written. The greatest impact has not been made. The fullest expression of who you are is still ahead of you, not behind you. So lift your head, straighten your shoulders. Look up because your redemption is drawing near. The wait is over. The season has changed. The door is open, and I am inviting you to walk through it. Not someday. Not when you feel ready. Now. Take the step. Say the yes. Make the move. Trust me with the outcome. I have you. I have always had you, and I am not going to drop you now. This is your new beginning. It is blessed. It is protected. It is anointed. It is covered by my blood and sealed with my spirit. Nothing can stop what I have started. Nothing can steal what I have given. Nothing can prevent what I have promised. Walk in it, live in it, speak like it is already done, because in my realm, it is the manifestation is just catching up with the declaration, so declare it. This is my time. This is my season.